I put your soul back in your body.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks
for calling, I guess.
Sorry, Taryn and Ophelia panicked, and so I started panicking.
Well, like I said, you can call me.
Okay.
Your family.
I'm Pete. He's like, is anything else happening? Is the orb gone? Is the shards?
Raphael went into Tempest's realm.
I was like,
That is so bad.
And I let Adriel know.
and then he like puts a cold hand, like he his like frostbite, but just on his hand, not to damage Taryn, and he puts on his lantern, and then it wakes you up.
Oh, fuck! What the?
Get up! Get up!
Okay, what?
And he does it to Ophelia. Get up! Zon's god took Mathiel into his realm to get rid of him because he kept coming out.
What the fuck? So your dream was true.
Zon,
I can see the future.
maybe you're the watch!
Oh my god, the watch wasn't. The power of the watch was you all along.
That didn't take long.
Depressed, distracted, depressed.
Jesus.
Oh.
All the forms.
Okay, I'm scared.
See the future.
He's the watch. He's sad. Look at him. His god just took Mathiel. Or whatever that fucking form was.
Welcome to the club.
Why could you see the future?
He's like crying.
Melania, why could he see the future?
Hopefully it wasn't
He's the watch. You have the power of the watch.
The watch is gone. And so is
Undo
this-
time. Do it. Undo time.
You just wave your hands and nothing happens. You're just
You gotta put some effort into it. Do you want to say Tempest or not?
he's not casting any spells. There's no magic.
But why could he see the future?
I don't know.
I think that's sketchy.
I think it is sketchy. But look at him. He's sad. He's
What am I
sad.
supposed to do about him being sad? I can't bring Tempest back. I'm not a fucking god whisperer. Or a dog whisperer, apparently.
I'm sure Azrael will handle this. I'm sure Azrael will handle this. Okay. Don't. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Hey!
Yo.
Yo.
Stop playing this toy box. Hey, look.
Stop playing.
Oh. Do you want me to send you to Tempest's realm zone?
I don't think that's the best idea.
I mean, you would.
Can you open something so we can see into it?
I can certainly try for you, Zon. Linnea says, and she starts to cast it's like kind of like a black circle, and she's like, and she kind of looks into it, and she opens it up, and you do see Tempest's realm, right? However, you don't see any minions or dark clouds, it seems.
Let's see.
You see Tempest's, creations, quotation mark, like people like you. They seem to be running towards a certain area.
Can you open it any more so we can see?
I can pan it over, I guess, and move the portal to see what we can see. And she follows them, and you see Tempest's temple in this area is destroyed. And in the midst of the rubble, you see kind of a shadowy but physical-ish form of Mathiel and Tempest. And you see the physical form, this shadow kind of Mathiel is beat up. An arm is missing, and so as a wing is messed up. But you'll see Tempest, who has... You also
I'm
see...
trying to get a carrot.
And you
Like
see,
dang, man busted out.
you see, Tempest is also messed up, where he has a bunch of battle wounds on him.
Can't y'all other gods go help him?
We certainly can, but I don't know if Matthio's gonna let us mess up as well. If I put darkness into his realm, it could destroy the balance he has.
Why is that an issue?
It's like if I went to the Phantom realm, the realm of light, and I casted my dark spells, it would attach itself to the light and try to consume the realm, just as all of our realms do. I can cast spells in the realm of death and be just fine.
So there's nothing you can do.
You could go down there and just beat the rest of that form up, I guess. It looks pretty beat up. You see the Tempest has done quite a number on it.
I guess we should be back here.
He's so sad. I was like, want a tissue? Let's go in! That's all I want. I was like immediately like gonna go in.
I guess so.
R jumps in.
Oh god.
Oh, see you later.
Kira just watches R go like,
This is why he dies. Here goes no. Have fun.
Theo just goes into
Thanks
it.
for going in.
You all jump into Tempest's realm, which is a very culture shock for both Terran and Ophelia. It's like battlefields, like honestly.
Haven't we been here?
You have only on the bridge,
Crossing the bridge.
but Terran hasn't.
Oh yeah.
It's just
I
like
can hear.
battlefields with like skeletons all over them, along with harsh like fortress architecture. But you appear where Tempest is fighting Mathiel, and they're both pretty big, it seems. But they're not like their size at the meetings, or Azrael size, or Diablo size. They just seem to be like a little bit more giant than usually.
Still a fighting chance, though. Alright, how are we taking this down?
You are behind the shadowy form of Mathiel, and you see Tempest wielding his war axe. Seem to have a bunch of wounds on him, but you can do whatever you'd like right now at this moment.
I'm going to attack it.
Go for it.
Rage.
Fucking destroy
Do I
him.
need to roll for it?
You don't need to roll to hit. I'm not gonna have a whole true like roll to hit combat sequence here.
I'm going to rage, just charge, start hitting, just start swinging.
Do as much. So I think you have two. Take how many actions you would and roll that damage.
Two attacks per action.
So basically 2 actions.
But first thing is 20, but double damage on first hit. Then they get an extra action. So that'll be 40.
Would y'all like to do anything?
Yeah, I'll hit.
37.
Okay.
34.
Roll all your damage and just tell me the total.
50.
Can I use my blood malady?
37.
You shouldn't use it. There's no point to use it. I will say that.
37. 100.
101. Okay, putting that down.
50.
50 total of what?
Yeah, because you told me not to use blood malady.
Oh. You use saloon bow, right? Or
Yeah, that was with someone's bow.
does a blood maledict add the extra damage onto it? Okay, you can use that. Sorry, I was thinking of something else.
30.
30 in total.
Yeah.
Did you double your radiant damage?
60 then.
Yeah, 'cause you do total radiant damage.
Would the physical and the radiant be separate damages?
Technically, yes.
Okay. That goes.
71 damage.
71. Gotcha. This may not be a study to see how much damage you can do in one turn at max. This may not be a study.
Oh, I had 6 to that.
That's 6.
I get +4 instead of +3 now.
Fucking hell.
In rage.
Yeah, 60.
60, alright. So we have 107 from Zod, 71 from Ophelia, and 60 from Karen.
I could expend spell slots to deal extra radiant damage.
You could, but also I forget R and D are there to cast Disintegrate.
Yeah.
19d6 plus 40. Which I'm not even gonna even roll for that, because like y'all already met the threshold. So, y'all fucking go ham on this tall figure. Zod, you kind of go for the legs. Actually, no. How do you wanna hit this large figure?
Legs are fine.
If the legs are sliced, you could also jump. Okay.
Just go for legs and
Go for
cut
legs.
or
You quickly cut through. See, it's like you feel a cut, right? But you notice Mathael does not bleed, but you definitely cut away at Mathael. You shoot your bow. Where are you aiming at?
Chest, I guess.
Chest. You puncture the chest. You cut away at the form as well. Where do you hit Taryn?
I'll probably go for more the head, upper back area.
Just like slice it up as you fly. But you definitely cut into the shadowy form, and you could tell the form starts to deform. Like it starts to like kind of fall apart.
Why?
And you see Tempest swing his axe and chop the form right in half. And this Mathael splits apart and seems to melt into the ground.
Prices averted.
just melted into.
Yeah, that kind of like fades out into the ground and spreads out.
I like that. Tempest, how are you doing?
He gives a sigh because you see there's blood all over him. And he's like, I fared better than I thought I would.
Are you
My
okay?
goodness.
You're not going to die?
No, I'm not like Tyr right now. I still have my followers.
Sorry. Oh.
Sorry.
I was going to shade for a second. I was like, whoa.
No. Thank you, John.
I'm glad to see you're okay.
Just need some patching up. Repairs, I guess. That's all I need. Very innocent. But no, you seem to have averted the crisis.
Dream.
Anyway, the day slowly turns into night, but
Oh, yeah, okay. I had a dream this is going to happen. What does that mean?
He is the watch. Tell him.
I can't be the watch.
He has the magic of the watch. The watch got his power
He
from
had a
him.
dream that Mathael would come to Tempest's realm and then get destroyed by
You got your
demons.
power. The watch got its power from you, not the other way around.
I couldn't charge it then.
You were.
The,
Before Hayden manipulated it, you were the one charging it.
huh.
Tempest looks at you and he's like, give me a day of rest and I'll come to you. I'll come to you in your dreams.
This is biblical.
Wait, what was the rules that Armani gave to me? It can't just be coincidence.
Exactly! That's what she does!
I was like, she's a liar!
Oh.
She lies through her teeth all the time.
First ever, no, Bonnie.
You know, Emmerich at least is just stupid, but Amani's just too smart.
She's so smart.
I hate her so much.
I mean, we can go have a conversation with her again.
Oh god. I was like, oh my god.
But now we can act like we know the information that we don't know. And be like, haha, we know. He's the one that powers the watch. And then see if she slips up.
We could
We
do
ought
that.
to. Yeah?
She's
Yeah.
free to talk to. She's in a cell.
Let's go!
Wait,
She's
wait,
gonna
wait.
be executed soon anyway.
How come Azrael didn't know anything? If it was his relic or
Maybe it was bad if he told you, I don't know.
We could ask Asriel too. I mean, he's around here, I think.
We also gotta collect these damn shards.
Yeah.
That's not my job. That's someone else's job who didn't just almost die. That's Diablos' job, who wasn't here conveniently.
make her do it. She had the power to stop this, but she's sitting up in the chair somewhere.
She's like,
Anyway, Tempest opens a portal back to basically in front of R's house with like this. I guess you can see him like he kind of like stutters a bit, but he opens the portal to in front of R's house.
Either we could talk to Azrael or Money.
Let's do Azrael first.
Okay.
Tempest
So
is
if we get
like
any more
he kind of closed the portal, but he's actually here right now.
Oh, Azrael!
Yeah, Azrael shows up. He's the one that blocked Matthew's minions from entering my realm.
Cool.
So I could deal with Matthew while he tried to, I guess, resist the full force of Void taking my realm. And Azrael's like, yes.
So
He is the watch.
I had a dream this would happen. Why is that?
Your gods and powers here are still not very custom to me. Is there a reason why you think this? I mean, if you had a dream, that'd be one thing, but do you know what possibly caused it?
That watch that Monty took from you and gave to me, it had to do with like time and stuff, and I feel like that may have something to do with it.
And he is what powered the watch.
Before they got jacked up.
It could as well be, as I told you, I was sealed during that time whenever the creators entered my realm, and they did not know that I was the being known as Azrael. So it could be partially true that maybe there in part it is the watch, but also your powers nowadays confuse me. I need to talk to Money. The watch may have reflected on you, most likely, as attuning to magical items usually cause things to happen. I think that's how you mortals put it, and gods put it.
Is there anything you can tell us before we have to go to her?
Be careful what you say. That's all. But I can assure you that I don't think there'd be any negative side effects to this.
So, do you think it can happen again in the future?
Maybe if it happens again in the future, instead of being a coincidence, it may be true. Plus, I feel like Tempest knows more than me since he is with me.
Alright. Let's go to Alani.
Everyone just... Everyone goes, the whole group goes to Amani, where she's like, visitors again.
He has a question for you.
Why did you give me the watch? We know why.
I
I just want to hear you say it. Don't give me no fake Bond story.
We do know why,
We
though.
know exactly why.
No, that was fun.
Now why did you do it?
Why does he have the power of the watch now? And why was he the one that powered the watch? There's not coincidences with you.
You're right about that. I mean, I just saw through Time Eternum what you all were doing, and I thought it'd be fun to give you the watch. And I may have not done some things.
But why does he have the power of the watch now? Why can he see the future?
What do you mean this?
Make it make sense. I
We
saw.
saw a future event!
Are you sure it wasn't coincidence?
No, it's not!
Was it through a dream?
Oh my god!
That happens sometimes.
What do you know?
You give him a watch that happens to change the future and do future shit or past shit, and then your ass goes, could it be a dream? When he's the one that powered the watch. I couldn't power the watch. Taryn couldn't power the watch. Only he could power the watch. It has nothing to do with attunement. I could have attuned to it and it still would have had him to do the power.
I
You
mean,
know what? When I see your death in my dream, I'm gonna. It's not gonna be a nightmare.
I'm sure help it wouldn't be. Anyway, what do you think I did it for?
You don't care what do you think? Just tell us.
I mean, I want to know what you think about it. I mean, does it seem that big of an issue?
Yes, because if you gave him the watch, it's for mal reasons. It's for malicious reasons. Or to get you out. If you saw the time returning, you probably knew you got here. You probably knew this happened. Holy shit, you're gonna break them out, you bastard!
Well, see, time
You tried to turn you
is
against me.
full. Time return is full of different events, and so it's hard to predict what's going to happen.
Does Kira kill you earlier in one of them?
Yes, and then there's one where she kills me much later.
So you know you're gonna die.
Multiple times, and I didn't know I'd come back to life when Azrael came back. Either.
What do you know?
This depends what you want to ask. I can't tell you all of this.
You're gonna give us a roundabout answer.
Why not?
no
We'll
matter
hang
what.
out here while you tell us everything.
I need specific questions.
Story time. Come on. What'd you see in the time return? I want details. Play by play.
You gave him the watch. What reasoning, real reasoning, did you give him the watch? Is it because he ultimately would come back here and be involved with you for some reason?
Not that part. I didn't think he'd actually come over here and ask so many questions about it. I kind of had the watch to mess with Diablos and give it to you. Though now that Diablos is working with, I guess, you all, which I did not expect, such a small probability. It's different now. Now the watch is broken, and somehow, I guess in the end you would have maybe attuned to the pocket watch.
You tuned to its powers.
I think we just need to get it back.
That's not
Just to
gonna
see how.
happen. It literally exploded.
I thought they were working on it.
They're trying to make it what it was when Hyden made it, but they're not going to be able to make it what it was when Azrael made it. So it's not going to be the same.
Why don't they just give it to Azrael instead?
Well, you gotta fix the actual watch first so you can imbue his power in it.
Oh.
They can't just give Azrael all the pieces and be like, fix it, and then also give us your powers.
We ran enough favors for him.
I mean, that's, yeah, that's good. I don't know. So you really, quite seriously, gave him the watch. Just,
For
what?
shits and giggles.
Yeah, to fuck with Diablos? What's the point in lying?
You're sitting in a jail
You're giving him trauma while his god is
The
dying!
biggest trauma
I wanna
is
insight
the
that.
money.
Insight
The biggest
check it.
trauma is the money. You can't even do shit. You can insight check it, yeah.
Come on, I know I got a -1, but just help me out. 16.
She's hiding something, but she's not, and like really lying when she's hiding something.
Call her out.
What are you hiding? You're not telling the full truth.
Wow, so you finally passed your insight check. Just kidding. Okay, fine. I gave you the watch because that would have prevented me from dying from Diablos, one of my deaths. Happy now?
What about the others?
Guess I couldn't prevent all of them.
Yeah, I didn't buy that shit.
No! No! You have
No!
You're still hiding something. I don't believe you.
You can insight check that.
You
So you prevented some of the deaths, but not all of them.
I can't prevent everything.
11.
Then what's the point of preventing any of them?
What made you pick this one specifically? What happens at the end?
I get killed by Diablos, it's as simple as that.
I don't trust it. I don't believe a word that comes out your mouth.
Insight check every word, word.
Every syllable.
Every syllable, every letter.
I got 11.
Well, I thought I pushed her. Live longer, I guess, but it doesn't seem to be that way anymore. Well, I guess I lived longer than I expected.
But why would you give him the watch to prevent the outcome of you being killed by Diablos, but not resolve the bigger issues where 99.9% of the time you are killed by Kira, Hayden, or someone like that.
You know, believe it or not, those are the smallest probabilities that could ever happen. I didn't expect them to happen. So I didn't think about that. So I guess that was my error for once.
How could you not think that that would happen?
Small chance.
There has to be some better outcome in this path that she chose, because there's no way she's like, well, I get to live a little longer this one, but I'm still gonna die. Oh, there's better out there. I'm just
I
going
know,
to
I'm sitting there saying the same thing. I mean, like, and also just in general, your ass in money,
You're just like listening to this.
and your ass in money, there's no way you didn't foolproof plan every single option. I hate to break that to you, and I haven't known you very long, but I know you enough to know that you wouldn't just half-ass something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have fought so hard to get rid of this curse for so many years after so many brothers' deaths.
You know, it's funny because I also didn't expect the curse to be reversed either.
And you know, it's also funny, I don't buy for a second that you're going to actually get executed.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you'll probably be able to see it.
Is that one of your deaths?
It is.
I want to insight check that.
You can insight check that.
21.
She's telling the truth.
That doesn't mean it's this one though. Just because it was one of them. One of the timelines, I don't know.
God,
Allergic to tomatoes.
Tomato! I'm allergic to tomatoes.
It's not a banana.
Well,
I hope you rotten yourself. No. I want you to rot. I want you to die by somebody's hand.
you know, Demetrius is just kind of like sitting with him up.
Hope you choke.
They're fucking sitting there talking to Amani. Demetrius looks over and you just see fucking Ophelia go. And he goes,
Yeah, basically he's like, oh. Just like, he looks the other direction and he goes to his desk or something. He just goes to his desk.
Ophelia says, you do realize there's not going to be a way out for you, right?
I'm not there.
I want to insight check that.
Everywhere.
21.
She's on the show.
She has something planned. Is this something?
So you just get
There's no way she's this confident.
I don't have the powers anymore.
You didn't answer my question. So you've just given up.
Yes.
Insight check. 20.
Half true. Half not.
True!
She might have gave up, but maybe she put her
She did
faith in
not
someone
give up.
else.
She's kind of giving up, but she hasn't fully given up. She's gonna break out. She's gonna beat some asses, bro.
How am I going
She
to
has
take,
hope for something.
I don't know. We're gonna have another campaign where you're the villain again.
Am I going to take a little trowel and try to dig out of prison as a human?
No, because all you have to do. No, because you know what? I'm 100% certain that you have someone somewhere loyal to you. I don't know who the fuck it is. Someone is.
I don't have anyone.
Then you're probably gonna manipulate fuckface over here.
Not him. He's too stupid.
How about Amrit?
Too depressed.
The changelings?
All they do is poker every day in jail. I've given up on that.
And who are you going to manipulate next? Because you never stop.
I guess whoever comes to myself. Just to mess with them, though. I don't think I'm going to go tell them to find something crazy and bring it over here. I mean, you already have crazy stuff. He's got a gun.
Yeah, no, he didn't
Plenty of people have
have
guns in this. We're on the second timeline.
Yeah, but you come from the fourth, and they're kind of primitive.
You can't talk. You set people there.
You set people there. I mean, she has Saloon's bow. He's a lantern knight. So,
Why do you
Well,
know
what point are you
things that we
making?
didn't tell you?
what?
Why do you know things we didn't tell you? My bow isn't just out in here for you to see. How do you know things we didn't tell you?
saw it in the time return.
What else did you see in Time and Tell about
Be
us?
specific about it.
What did you see about us, our future?
I mean, I knew you were all going to get together as a group.
That's helpful.
'Cause that was the biggest probability.
And what about Mathael?
Raphael? I didn't see him at all in time
So that's an
I
anomaly.
want to insert check that.
Just as
That's an anomaly in the Time Returner.
just,
Oh
as,
no.
just as I didn't see Diablos first. But once she appeared, time return seemed to fill in the cracks.
If you saw little details such as like the names of our weapons and things we can do, there's no way you miss these big events.
Diablos was not during the time return until she showed up. Just as Mathael wasn't in time return, and then I'm sure that now he showed up, but Azrael has locked the time return forever. It is now his realm.
How does that work?
Just like Azrael wasn't in time return either. Until he was free.
I don't know anything
But
to
when
say.
you looked at Time and Tenor, was Azrael alive yet?
He was sealed. We saw the casing. Us old creators saw the
So
casing.
you saw Azrael then, in Time and Tenor.
We didn't know that was Azrael.
And you didn't know Diablos was in Time and Tenor either.
Not until she showed up.
So all you saw was us going on an adventure to do something that you don't know.
Exactly, until now.
Then how did you know about your death? Via Diablos.
I just saw me die by some force, and I assumed it was calling to the fourth timeline. Then once Diablos showed up, then I was sort of stuck up there, because Diablos awakened a little before Azrael. Then I was like, I must prevent this. And then Azrael awoken.
Why would she give a shit about killing you, though?
I don't know. It's a good question. I didn't really think about it as much as I was hurrying.
So you're willing to bet your life on a plan that's constantly changing.
I guess so. It seemed to have worked out pretty well until now.
And how are you
You're
going to get
sitting
out
in
of
a
getting
cell.
executed?
I don't think I will.
You saying that you haven't completely given up begs to differ. What exactly do you plan to do, Money? You plan to try and fight everyone, get your powers back, barter with some information that no one needs?
I'm done.
Well, I guess whatever happens, happens.
I guess we'll see you sooner rather than later.
You will, I guess.
Have fun with Demetrius, I suppose. I don't, I guess. As soon as they walk out, Ophelia goes, she's got something planned. She's planning something at that execution. I don't know what the fuck she has planned at that execution, but she got something planned at that execution, bro.
I'm so anxious about it, bro.
But take every precaution to make sure she don't go nowhere.
We gonna be there for execution day. Fucking, we'll go back through the mirror, go home. Oh, and she knocked over the Wi-Fi.
Oh no! It's still going. It's still going. Wi-Fi's still here.
She says, so we'll tell Kira and them to tell us the date for Amani's execution. We'll show up and then we'll go home, take a good fucking nap.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put that.
What?
I was taking that.
Okay. Oh, we gotta go through the mirror.
You see R like peek down into the dungeon, like you see R and Demetrius like make eye contact, and I was like, and I was like he make eye contact, and he turns around as soon as you do that, and he's like, what are you doing?
Nothing. I just tripped. Let's go. Come on.
What is Ophelia feeling? Or what is fucking got her?
What is she feeling?
Yeah.
Angry.
At Demetrius, or is it like at
Well, Amani and Demetrius, but
Yeah.
both.
like damn? Well, he wouldn't question it because he'd be angry at fucking money too. Like he didn't fucking know. Then he like peeks at Demetrius again, and they both like make eye contact. And Mickey like does this, and then his eyes like shift to you, and ours like. And he goes, you see Demetrius appear, so he's like, that was weird. Usually Demetrius says something. Oh well, let's go back to the fourth timeline.
Yeah, oh well.
Y'all go back to the fourth timeline, congratulations!
We gotta talk to Kira.
Oh yeah, you go to the mirror part of it, you see Kira and hide him, just chilling there.
When is Ronnie's execution?
Because we're planning for a few months from now, right? That's the closest date we have.
Alright, we would like to reserve seats
Okay.
as audience members? Gods. I think that's better one.
No,
Gods.
we can just put you as guests.
That's kind of like,
We're not gods.
it's kind of dark. I don't want to be a guest to an execution, even for money. Let us just be gods. I want to be a god.
We can't do that.
I want to be a
It's
god
not
at the
even-
execution.
Our special invitees. We're special guests.
I want to be the person to guarantee it goes right, not wrong.
There's no such thing as gods. Register as an invitee. Look, I'll hang up.
Gods. Guards.
Oh, guards. That's what you were saying.
He has an accent.
He's like, gods. He's a-
And then she's like, not gods. Guards. God.
Sorry, I don't.
I have an accent, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, okay. Alright, now I'll put you as guards, yes.
Thank you.
Why do you want to be guards?
I don't, she has a plan.
To make sure justice is served.
She said, we asked her specifically.
You talk to her?
Well, we had a question about Zod. We think that he has the power of the watch.
That's what Kira told me was
Yeah.
going on.
Regardless, we asked her a question. But I asked her if she has given up on trying to like escape or whatever. And she said yes. But she wasn't telling the full truth. So I think she has a loophole somewhere.
Sounds like her.
Yeah. So we want to be there at the execution to make sure no loopholes are had, and she does.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Unless you want to look into like whatever she's got going on. But I'm pretty sure Zod wants to see her die anyway.
He's like, I could go to time but that's gonna be good for me. Well,
Kira goes, I'll go to Time Eternal.
I don't know if Azrael's letting anyone up there, besides that one instance with Growing Tower.
I'll ask.
Anyway, I'm going to actually put these pieces back in my sword now. He's holding the jar.
Oh yeah. Carol, no. Why did you make a strength save?
I need a strength save for
Strength
dealing
save.
with the Monty. You gotta make a strength save for dealing with the Monty.
Oh.
But yeah, they'll go, fourth timeline crew go home, go nap.
Yes, they go take a long rest, and y'all sleep very good. Ara cooks a nice good dinner, and you all go to sleep. And that is the end of today's session.
That's great, because I'm on like 5% battery.
And you're also
Falling
sleeping.
asleep.
I'm sleepy.
For once it's not you.
Because he had a red ball.
Good work.
That did work. It did work. Do I take you, wait, hang on,
Let me see.